This is why your environment is more important than you think for fat loss. A lot of people think that when they're starting off with a fat loss journey, it's going to come down to discipline and willpower, but the truth is, if you're relying on willpower, it's just not going to last. You're going to get days where everything's going absolutely not to plan. You forgot your work lunch and now you're at work and you've got to do calorie math and figure out how this is all going to fit into your goals and figure out what you're going to eat that's actually going to fit your goals, all while on the go, and you might be having the busiest day of work as well. And a simple off day could completely wipe someone's momentum and put them off track, especially if they are running on willpower. The reality is you need an environment around you that is set up to actually support you, so when times get tough, you have got things to lean on so you can still stay on track, or at least mostly on track, because you don't need to be perfect all the time. You just need to be consistently good and you'll get results. For example, when we're talking about environment, are the foods that you're planning to eat that are going to help you stay on track, are they actually available to you? Are they in the fridge? Are they meal prepped? Are they ready? What about the foods that send you off track that you crave really heavily, or the foods that you just can't control yourself around? Are they sitting on the bench for you to see every time you walk into the house? Because the more you keep on seeing that, you're eventually going to give into that. And with the plan, especially that's built on willpower, where you're trying to restrict all those sort of things, if you keep on walking past those things, trust me, you're going to give into it. If you've got a more sustainable plan where you can actually, treat your cravings properly, then it might not be as bad of an issue. As simple as these solutions sound, they make a big difference, and they don't take a whole lot of time either. So if you don't have the right foods in the fridge that are going to support your nutritional goals, it's as simple as going and actually getting them. Setting a day that you're going to go shopping every single week. Like whether it's Sunday, I know most people will reset on a Sunday. Go get your shopping done for the week. If you need a meal prep, meal prep. And also, a lot of people are under the impression that their meal prep has to take hours to cook. You can make very simple meal preps. For me personally, I'm about to have my photo shoot tomorrow. That's why I've got a bit of fake tan on. But yeah, I've lost about 13 kilos in the last 15 weeks, right? And my meal prep is simple because I work full time. I have a business and I'm doing a lot of sport and a lot of training as well. So for me, I just want to keep it simple as. So I literally just buy pre-made things. So I buy like protein yogurts, I buy rice cakes, I buy a bag of lettuce, and I might buy a few small chocolates if I need it during the week. I also then buy, as my main protein source, is mince. I buy mince, cook it up in a pan, takes about 15 minutes to cook a kilo of mince. And I just stock it up for the week and I've got 5 meals for the week ready to go. Some people might not be able to do as simple as that, as having mince, rice cakes, lettuce and all this stuff, but you can still very much have simple things. For dinner, for example, I just get a rotisserie chicken, which is yum, tastes great. And then I just make up some homemade potato chips with Spud-like potatoes. It can be really as simple as that. And that means you have less decisions to make, which means that on these tough days, at least everything else that you're doing that's trying to support your nutritional goals is nice and simple and less of a headache. Having your gym bag ready to go the night before, or having just your gym bag ready to go in general. Putting it actually into your car, so if you're planning on going after work, you've got it there for you. If you're leaving it at home, or you're not planning the days that you're going to go to the gym and you're just purely relying on when you feel like it, you're not going to feel like it when you get home from a long day at work. You get home, you look at the gym bag and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. If you plan out your days, lock in your days, and then actually get your gym bag and get your stuff ready, which takes literally like 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. I don't know what you'd be doing for a gym bag to take 5 minutes to get ready, but maximum 5 minutes, put it into your car and it's all ready to go. Or take it with you to the car when you leave for work in the morning. Or if you're going to the gym in the morning, simple, just have it packed the night before, so it's all laid out for you in the morning. If there's any other things that you need to prep, get it prepared for the week ahead. Because a lot of people look at people and think, damn, those guys are so disciplined, so motivated. But the reality is, these people have just got systems in place that they can use all year round. They've built healthy habits. They've built things that actually work for their life and fit around their life. For example, me, all the examples I gave you, I've made things that fit around my life so I can hit my goals, all while still keeping that nice balance where I'm not overloading, my life with a bunch of stresses from different avenues. It's never about discipline and motivation. Like, if I was relying completely on discipline and motivation, especially to start with, obviously you build that over time, but starting out especially, you really just need to have simple structures in place. It's like workplaces, right? The most efficient workplaces that are high performing have systems in place. They're not just going into the day raw dogging it, just thinking, all right, guys, let's just figure it out as we go. They have systems in place. The most successful companies always do. Take those few minutes at the end of each week to look at your next week and plan what you need to plan. Try and simplify everything for yourself. Don't be constantly changing up meals. If you're meal prepping, don't have like 10 different meals that you want to have for the week. Just simplify it. Yes, fat loss is going to be boring. Your food has to be a little bit boring. Doesn't mean that the food choices have to be things that you don't enjoy. Make sure they're things you actually enjoy. But yes, it might get a bit boring to the point that you're having the same stuff, most times a week. If you want to get results, that's the reality of it. Things have got to get a bit boring sometimes. Doesn't mean you can't still somewhat enjoy it though. And that's the thing a lot of people do. They don't build things so they can actually enjoy the process or somewhat enjoy the process. They go all out. They go on restricted fat diets where they're completely cutting out everything they enjoy in life while doing other stuff in life that they don't particularly enjoy, like having to work full time, all that sort of stuff. And it's just a combination for disaster. And then eventually priority takes place, which is work and making money over your health goals, which, sad that it's not priority, but money does come first and you do have to pay bills, right?